It seemed to me that the topics on the agenda, the type and distributions and levels of intensity and depth of the session, the distribution over time, the relatively small expected group size was also right. The fact that it was mostly online, and also I should not hide the apparent value for money in comparison to other alternatives, all ticked many boxes for me, and I decided to go for it eventually. So I joined the spring cohort in 2024, and the course, which I got the diploma in July. So over those 3 or so months, the experience was completely confirming my expectations and my early impressions. I think it has been a great choice for me. I will echo some of the things that Bryony said, but I'm the user. She's the making the selling pitch today. So I will have to say that the course faculty really came across as very high level to me, with a lot of pragmatism, a lot of real life case studies built into their content. The group discussions that we had were also quite useful with Ursula and the other fellow participants, useful to sort of sediment the learning, but also to start building what was for me a brand new network. So again, a very positive facet of this experience. What eventually turned out to be the real big differentiator for me, though, was probably the way that Tony himself has paid attention to the specific journey, specific trajectory or ambitions of each one of the students on the course, and the way that he pushed us and helped us to spend time on our individual needs, on understanding our competencies and competency gaps, working on this development plan through self-assessment tools, but also 360 from some people who knew us well. The initial coaching that he gave us and the guidance to increase our marketability as new nets. So all this was really the most important facet, and it materialized also in a practical introduction to his own network. Tony has a vast and highly relevant network, not just in the UK, although it's mostly UK based. So this whole flow of individual development focus and targeted introduction to his network actually ended up being possibly the biggest point of value for me. And it's also because of his connections, one of his introductions, that I found a very fitting role as a director of the UK branch of a wonderful not-for-profit organization, Operation Eyesight Universal, as Bryony just mentioned, which is working to improve eye health for millions of people around the world. So the course left me with active connections in terms of fellow students with similar interests, like Ursula, that you will hear in a moment, but also well beyond the students, also the network that Tony is activating for us, and also further opportunities to learn even after the diploma ceremony through additional webinars on relevant topics and discussions. So it's you enter like an ecosystem, I would say, of learning, of support, and of mutual assistance. So the value for me is still building, still now, 9 months after I picked my diploma, with stepping stones.